Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Thanks for coming out. Messing around again with this 2003 Toro recycler. I don't know why. I think I've gone a little bit crazy. So yesterday I peeled off the remaining paint on this thing. As you remember from the previous videos, this thing is pretty well sandblasted. So I peeled off the remaining flaky factory paint, wire brushed it, got it all down nice and smooth, ran the wire brush on the underside as well. So later yesterday I put some phosphoric acid on it to create a hard paintable surface. What the phosphoric acid will do will stop the rust from coming through the paint. For a while, eventually it's going to pop through over time, but this slows down the rusting process. So I've used Phosphoric before. That's a name you may remember. My local box stores don't carry it, so I have this metal prep from Clean Strip. It's the same thing. It's a phosphoric dichromate solution, and it goes on like water. So what you do is pour a tiny bit into a container and then just paint this on with the brush. It actually doesn't paint, it just covers the rusted areas. I was able to do the whole mower with about 2 capfuls. It just spreads like water, so you don't want to pour a quart into your container. You're not going to be able to pour this back into your main jug. It'll contaminate it. So just use a little bit at a time. If you need more, pour a little bit more into your container. Like I said, I didn't use any more than 2 capfuls. This spreads like water. So, what my next process is going to be, I have some mixed-matched oil-based paint from Lowe's. It looks like Pepto-Bismol in color. I'm going to paint all the rust spots with this oil-based paint, let it dry. Then I'm going to come back and put tape over the holes. I have 3 samples here of tape that I've commandeered. They're all very good as far as their tackiness. That's what I'm looking for, something that's going to stick and not peel off when all the grass hits the bottom of this. I don't want this peeling off. I want it to have a good sticking compound so it'll stick to the deck. So what I have here is just some safety Scotch tape. It's very, very sticky. So I cut a piece off. This came from a yard sale. So I'm impressed with this stuff. It's very tacky and it's flexible vinyl. This stuff here is aluminum tape. It's probably ductwork tape, I'm not sure. This came from a different yard sale. What you do is peel the paper off the back, and then it's aluminum tacky tape. This is on pretty good. I'm sure if it's used for ductwork, it's very tacky. I kind of like this because it's aluminum, so any sand or small rocks aren't going to pop through this aluminum. This stuff here is just Dollar Tree. tape, duct tape. I grabbed it because it matches the color of the deck. So this is 10 yards, so 30 feet of duct tape. One roll would be enough to do this Toro with. So that's where I'm at with this. I'm going to paint it all up and then come back and cover the holes with probably the aluminum. I think that's going to be my strongest, best bet. So what else did we do? I'm going to turn you over and we're going to talk about blades, mower blades. I put a new blade on this thing. I'll show you the blade I took off of it. This is the original blade on it, and this is another Toro blade made in USA. It's a copperhead blade, and here's the part number. It's 104-8697-03. Seems to fit quite nicely. It's got the divot here to hold the blade, and then there's another plate that goes on top of this, and then you bolt this to the shaft. So that's that. You can see how much wear was on the original blade versus the new blade. This was worn down to nothing. The other side is just as bad. So that you can see how it should be squared off. This thing was, I'm guessing, the original blade on it. So let me bring you down. I'll show you the new blade. I also took that phosphoric acid, and I brushed it all underneath the deck here, covered all the flaky rust on the bottom of the deck. It'll just prolong the life of the deck. It's not going to stop the rust. Rust never sleeps. This will slow it down, though. So we got that squared away. Let's change the air filter out. I brought out a new air filter. You remember this one was caked up with mud, the original one. So I'm messing around with this quite a bit. I degreased it and washed it yesterday. It's the prettiest, ugliest Toro that I have. Degreased it, hosed it off, and then painted the phosphoric acid on it. I keep saying paint. You don't paint it. It's just water. Water consistency. It's 98% water and 2% chemical. You remember the original air filter. Blocked completely. All the paper element is completely saturated with caked up dirt. So there you have it. I'm going to grab my brush and continue painting the Pepto-Bismol oil-based paint. Yeah, it's still a little tacky. I did this sample section maybe 30 minutes ago. So I'll paint this whole thing, let it sit 24 hours, and then start covering up the holes with that silver ductwork tape, that aluminum foil tape. So there we go, messing around with the Toro again. I think I covered everything. We're gonna get painting. I'll come back and show you the end result. It's not going to win any prizes, but it'll be a functional machine once I get done with it. My main concern is having all that debris blowing out through these holes. I don't want all that debris flying around. I want it under the deck where it belongs. Okay, kids and cadets, thanks for checking this piece of crap out with me. Come back and we'll show you the end result.